This is a book bull summary of the book The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. Unleash your leadership potential. Insights from great leaders. Ever wondered what makes a great leader? They come in diverse forms, yet within the pages of John C. Maxwell's The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, you'll uncover the fundamental principles embraced by exceptional leaders. No leader adheres to every rule flawlessly, and you won't either. However, by embracing several of these principles, you'll be on the path to becoming a standout leader, harnessing influence and empowerment. In 1832, a tall and somewhat awkward young man named Abraham Lincoln gathered a group of volunteers to join a militia in the Black Hawk War. The catch was, Lincoln had no clue about being a soldier. He lacked knowledge of military tactics and had never served in the military. During his time in the militia, Lincoln's influence actually dwindled. Starting as a captain, he ended up as a mere private. Later, he served in the Illinois state legislature and the U.S. House of Representatives with rather average results. Yet, history shows that Lincoln eventually became immensely influential, leading the Union to victory in the Civil War, and today he's one of the most beloved U.S. presidents. So, what changed? The law of influence asserts that true leadership is measured by influence, not necessarily by appearance, charisma, or innate greatness. Leaders don't always start out looking powerful. They may not have been born great, but they must have influence. So, how can you gain influence? There are key skills to focus on. One crucial factor is your character, who you are on the inside. While this might seem abstract, your followers will sense your depth of character, influencing whether they continue to follow you. Another way to gain influence is by building up your personal knowledge bank. Lincoln didn't attend college, yet his speeches reveal his profound wisdom. Lincoln embodied not only the law of influence but also the law of empowerment, which holds that secure leaders give power to others. Lincoln was known for willingly sharing power and authority. Unlike some leaders who surround themselves with yes men, Lincoln deliberately chose cabinet members who challenged him. To him, diverse arguments were more important than personal comfort. Lincoln's commitment to the law of empowerment was evident in how he chose military generals. He personally selected and wrote to them. When they did well, he credited them, and when they faltered, he took the blame. The Union generals succeeded because Lincoln stood firm in his leadership. Lincoln's success with the law of empowerment stemmed from his belief in others. If you believe in someone, they'll likely believe in themselves too. So ask yourself, do you believe in the people around you? To find out, make a list of those closest to you. Rate each person's potential on a scale of 1 to 10, focusing on their potential, not their current ability. If the ratings are low, there's a lesson. Your belief in others might be lacking. For each person on the list, take time to identify their strengths and imagine how they could leverage them for something extraordinary. What could they achieve if they fully utilize their gifts? And what can you do to help them succeed? Understanding the process and magnetism laws. When the French ambassador visited President Theodore Roosevelt, they took a stroll through the woods and reached a stream that needed crossing. Without saying a word, Roosevelt stripped down, expecting the ambassador to do the same. This was typical behavior for Roosevelt, known for his robust and active nature, embodying leadership principles like the law of process and the law of magnetism. Roosevelt, despite being born small and sickly, transformed himself by embracing the law of process. This principle emphasizes that leadership evolves over time through consistent effort. At around 12 years old, Roosevelt started building his physical strength through various activities like weightlifting, hiking, hunting, and more. It was a gradual journey that shaped him into the strong leader we remember today. Not an instant president, Roosevelt worked as a police commissioner, hunter, and cowboy, showing a lifelong commitment to growth. Even on his last day, a book was found under his pillow. Alongside the law of process, Roosevelt embodied the law of magnetism by attracting followers who mirrored his persona. During the Spanish-American War, he led the Rough Riders with recruits matching his diverse background. To apply these laws yourself, begin with the law of process. Outline a specific growth plan by listing books to read, conferences to attend, and lectures to listen to. Be precise in selecting materials and allocate time on your calendar. For the law of magnetism, jot down the qualities you seek in followers. Check those you possess and cross out the ones you lack. If you notice more crosses than checks, it explains why you may not be attracting the right followers. Enhance your chances by identifying mentors, a coach or colleague who can help you grow in your weaker areas. Respect and addition. Key principles to understand. You might know the name Moses as the prophet who wrote the Torah and parted the Red Sea for the Israelites. But there's another Moses you might not be familiar with, a remarkable woman named Harriet Tubman. In the 1850s and 1860s, Tubman made 19 trips from the South to the North, guiding enslaved black people to freedom with the help of allies. Despite being a small woman with dark skin and 2 missing front teeth, Tubman never lost a single person she helped escape, making her the most successful freedom conductor in American history by the start of the Civil War. Harriet Tubman embodied the law of respect, showing that people naturally follow leaders stronger than themselves. Despite being uneducated and formerly enslaved in a society that didn't respect black people or women, she commanded immense influence. Even influential Northerners, both black and white, sought her out to speak at rallies and events. So, how did Tubman earn so much respect against all odds? Great leaders like Tubman gain respect by showing it to others. By demonstrating respect and exhibiting courage, Tubman's unwavering determination set her apart. For her, the choice to save enslaved black people was clear, succeed, or die trying. Tubman also followed the law of addition, focusing on serving others rather than personal power. The best leaders aim for positive impact and value people, not seeking awards but aiming to improve lives. Tubman risked everything to serve her people, showcasing the true essence of leadership. To add value to others, leaders must demonstrate care through small actions, like taking a few minutes to say hello. Increasing personal value by acquiring skills, sharing opportunities, and gaining wisdom through experiences is crucial. Moreover, leaders should maintain a helpful attitude and reflect on situations where serving others is essential, ensuring they avoid impatience or resentment. In essence, Tubman's leadership principles teach us to respect others, serve selflessly, and constantly strive to add value to people's lives. Sacrifice and buy-in. Key leadership principles. Life in Montgomery, Alabama, was calm for Martin Luther King, Jr. He took on his first role as a pastor in 1954, and a year later, he and his wife, Coretta Scott, celebrated the arrival of their first child. However, their peaceful family life was disrupted after just a month. In December 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her bus seat to a white passenger. King and other black leaders quickly organized protests against Parks's arrest and the discriminatory bus policies. The one-day boycott evolved into a sustained effort led by the newly formed Montgomery Improvement Association, MIA, with King elected as its leader. For the next year, King led the MIA, advocating for fair treatment of black Americans and negotiating with city leaders. A significant victory came in 1956 when the U.S. Supreme Court overturned laws allowing segregated seating on buses. Yet, King faced personal hardships. Shortly after the boycott began, he was arrested for a minor traffic violation. His property was bombed and he faced a baseless indictment. King and his wife received constant death threats and obscene phone calls. Despite the personal toll, King's efforts in the civil rights movement earned him the Nobel Peace Prize. His sacrifices were immense, enduring arrests, violence, and constant threats until his assassination in 1968. King exemplified the law of sacrifice, emphasizing leaders' need to prioritize the group over themselves. Sacrifice, he demonstrated, is a continuous commitment, particularly at higher levels of leadership. Even after King's death, his followers kept his dream alive, showcasing his mastery of the law of buy-in. This principle emphasizes the importance of people first supporting the leader before embracing the vision. As a leader, building buy-in involves personal connections and understanding your followers. Evaluate buy-in levels among key followers, enhance honesty and authenticity, provide better tools, and assist in achieving personal goals. Tailor strategies for each person to boost credibility and leadership effectiveness. Achieving success and navigating the right time. In World War II, Europe faced a dire situation with Hitler and the Nazi army conquering countries like Poland, France, and Belgium. But leaders like Winston Churchill were determined to resist Hitler's plans. Churchill, the British Prime Minister, was a strong advocate of the law of victory. Churchill didn't just talk about victory, he embodied it. In his first speech as Prime Minister, he declared, "Our aim is victory, victory at all costs." He took decisive actions, deploying troops, forming alliances, and building relationships with leaders like Stalin and Roosevelt. The law of victory involves three key elements. Firstly, there must be a shared vision. Churchill united the British Army and citizens around a common goal. Secondly, diversity of skills is crucial. Just as a football team needs various positions, a successful group requires diverse talents. Lastly, a leader must be committed to elevating their team. Churchill motivated and supported his people through powerful speeches, maintaining morale during tough times. Another law Churchill adhered to was the law of timing. Doing the right things at the wrong time can lead to disaster. Churchill's mastery of timing played a pivotal role in winning the war. He carefully chose his words and actions, avoiding errors that could have jeopardized the outcome. Leaders should consider both timing and appropriateness in their actions. Reflecting on past successes and failures helps assess the impact of timing. Understanding whether failures resulted from the wrong action or timing provides valuable insights. Analyzing market conditions and industry factors at the time enhances the leader's understanding of their relationship with timing, allowing for improvement. We hope this video provided valuable insights and information for you. What is your biggest key takeaway? Let us know in the comments below. And if you learned something new, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Thank you, and until next time.